So here in Ireland, coming up, we have European and local elections. The local elections are for county councillors, and the European elections are for members of the European Parliament. These elections are a week away at the time of recording. I have received, through the letterbox, a number of leaflets from some of the MEPs running in my area, which covers approximately half the geographical landmass of the Republic of Ireland. And I thought that I might go through a few of them, just to see which ones are good and which are bad. Not all of the candidates have sent leaflets yet, but I have a selection. So my apologies, I'm recording this using a mobile phone, and I ran out of memory just as I was getting to the end of Aintu. But we only have one more to go, and here she is. Vote Saoirse McHugh. Vote number 1, Independent. I've never heard of her. Well, we'll see in a minute. We'll come back to how she looks, because she reminds me of someone. So, I want to go to Europe to fight for a better future for all. A future where we can have brilliant public services, high quality and affordable food, clean water, good homes, warm homes, and more leisure time to enjoy. I'd love to live there as well, in that future. Where we can thrive alongside nature, don't just struggle to get by. Where people don't need to risk everything for a chance at a better life. That, I think, possibly is a reference to the migrants in the dinghies in the Mediterranean. Well, we'll see. The future is available to us, but we have to fight for it. The European Parliament makes thousands of decisions every year which shape our worlds and affect our lives, but far too many of these are made in favour of large polluting industries. We need politicians who genuinely care about our shared future and aren't afraid to push for something better, and that's why I'm running for Europe. There's a sort of I get the impression that this is a lady who really loves nature. So I can just imagine that if we could see the rest of this photo, that she's wearing jeans and wellies, and she's holding, I don't know, carrots or something that she grew herself in an allotment, and I don't know, there's something about her. She's kind of like that one of those ladies she's on in the program Grand Designs on Channel 4. That's where people build bespoke houses. So I can imagine her house is really well kept and really well insulated, and it has the solar panels. She's got the organic farm, and she keeps chickens, and her day job is she's some kind of an artist or a poet, and her husband's an architect, and they drive an electric Volvo or something. She just has that kind of look, and that's reinforced by the stuff she said. So everybody else was going on with their negative agenda, or not having a negative agenda, and about housing crisis and Irish neutrality, the carbon tax, farms and fishing, and then she just comes along with just completely, you know, the virgin worry about all the problems facing us, and then the Chad completely come along with your own single-minded agenda. I really wish that we could live in a country where this was what our MEP stood for, where they could just actually make a life that was nice for us. Because I'd say this would be a wonderful place to live. That one that she's describing, where nature is nice and so on. But we have all these other problems that the other leaflets are facing. We have a government that is hostile to us. We have an EU that's hostile to us. We're bringing in people who are probably going to be hostile to us, if not now, then later, when they're competing with us in elections. It's a hostile world. And here we have a candidate for the good life. It would be so nice if we could have candidates like this. It would be so nice if we could need candidates like this, I should say. We can always want them, but we really need people like those other people. So it's a bit sad that they can't all be like her. In a sense, it might be nice if she did actually make it. I don't know how many MEPs are supposed to be going. I think 2 or 3. Because it's one thing to win the war. All those other people are talking about winning the war or ignoring the war. But there's no point focusing everything on winning the war, and then you've won, and then you've no idea what to do. because then whoever has a plan, whoever knows what they're going to do next, they will decide what happens next. And so it might be useful to have people like her working in the background for this wonderful life that she just described. So then when we win the war, all we have to do is activate this plan and then we'll have it, rather than winning the war and then having to work all this out from scratch. Just thought I'd leave this one to the end because this is such a palette cleanser. And it's all bright and yellow and sunny. But also a bit sad that we can't have more of this, why we have to have more of the National Party and Ireland First competing with people like those Social Democrats and Fianna Fáil. If only things could be nice. This is nice. Anyway, those are the leaflets that I've received thus far.